by Mrs. Delaney and support by Mr. Myers. Okay, other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Next item, please.
9.01, the student reinstatement. So,
You have to read the first one.
thank you, sir. In accordance with the revision, Student Code Article 1, Part 1, Section 380.1.11, subsection 5D and E, once a written petition for reinstatement for expulsion has been received by the school district, the district must appoint a review committee consisting of 2 board members, 1 teacher, 1 school administrator, and 1 parent of a pupil in the district. The review committee shall review the petition for reinstatement and make a recommendation to the board of directors for unconditional reinstatement, conditional reinstatement, or against reinstatement. The Board of Education will then decide to accept or deny the recommendation. The decision of the Board of Education is final. So first one, the above mentioned review committee voted 5 yes and 0 no for conditional restatement of student 90-30-16-1S.
Motion.
Support.
Motion by Mrs. Delaney, supported by Mr. Myers, that we accept the recommendation of the committee on the student 09-30-16-1S. Any discussion?
I just have a question. The conditions of the reinstatement are usually pretty standard, but we used to have one that said remain in good standing with the community so they don't get in trouble with the police outside of the school district. That's usually in that, and I don't see that in this one. Does that change? I haven't sat in on reinstatement hearings in a while.
I think, because I was on this committee, I think that one, I know one of them was, a child was getting reinstated to go to another school district. So I don't know which one of these it is, but if it doesn't say that, it says on the other ones.
But I think it's helpful if we could look into adding that one to our conditions for reinstatement, because if they go to another district, but their home district is here, and they petition to come back here, if they have remained in good standing in the community, and that's why the other district doesn't want them, then we need to have it in writing that that's a condition.
And the other thing too is sometimes in these reinstatements, it doesn't happen a lot, but they say they want to be reinstated in order to go somewhere else, and then once they're reinstated, they stay.
We actually talked about that.
So we have to kind of make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's on all of it.
So none of these say that anymore. None of the ones say
Right.
in good standings.
I think, like you said, I think it should say that because it starts at home as well, so.
Well, that was standard on the ones that I sat in for years. That was like number 1, remain in good standing in the community, a behavioral plan, which is disciplinary.
Actually, the last ones that I said on that one was part of it, but I haven't said anything this year, but last year it was on all of them I did. So maybe just typo, got one thought, but most definitely, yeah, stay in good standings. I mean,
Have letters already been sent out to these students about reinstatement?
No.
no decision is what the board is
This
having.
decision might be sent.
So would it be possible to contact the committee members and Michelle Marshall and just see if it's okay if we add a 5th, must remain in good standing in the community? Whatever language Michelle had used in the past.
Yeah, because she was usually the one that would bring that up and add to it, so.
I'm surprised that it was gone, and we, for a while, didn't get the full report, so I appreciate how it's set up now because it's to one student and the background, so it's good. Is that all right with other board members?
I'm totally fine with
I'm
it.
good with it.
Thank you.
It will have to go through the committee in order for it to.
Right. This is the committee's recommendation, and I don't want to say no, but I think there should be the additional condition.
Okay. So this requires a roll call.
Mr. Honeycutt votes yes. Mr. Masters?
Excused.
Mr. Myers?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes?
Ms. Delaney?
Yes, with the added, condition.
Mr. Zorn?
Excused?
And Mr. Riley?
Vote yes, that passes 5-0. Next item.
All right.
You just have to read the last part of this.
Thank you. The above mentioned review committee voted 5 yes and 0 no's for conditional reinstatement of student 90-30-162S.
Motion?
Support.
Are we keeping up, Mr. We have a motion by Mr. Myers and support by Mrs. Delaney that we accept the recommendation of the committee for student 9-30-162S. Any discussion? I would imagine we would want the same thing added to this.
Yeah. Well, unless we need to deviate for something legally, we should have a standard reinstatement,
We
condition.
typically do.
Well, there's only 3 here, there were 4 on the last one,
I don't understand.
so I think they just need to be standard.
Yeah, everyone, like I said, that I did was on there. So I had last year, I did quite a few.
I think it might have just been, like he said, just overlooked them this year when it was,
Well, Michelle would bring it up and always finish with that, whatever the committee decided, that too was added on, because obviously, I don't want an honor roll student in his spare time robbing banks, so it was kind of one of those things that was added to that, because we need to make sure that the student stays in good standings with the community, and not just the school district, so. But she would always bring that up, so I'm thinking maybe it was just, there's some legal ramification that we're facing by putting that on there, or just not got the year started with it being on there.
Well, I think it came from our attorney to add, so that we were covered, so that we could take action if need be, if a student was returned.
Well, plus some of the things that we encountered in the committee on returning students, I think also played into a part of that.
We can check that out and see what. Okay, requires roll call.
Mr. Honeycutt votes yes. Mr. Masters?
Excused.
Mr. Myers?
yes,
Mr. Miller?
Yes?
Ms. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Zorn?
Excused.
Mr. Riley?
Yes, that's 5-0. Next item.
Above mentioned review committee voted 5 yes, 0 no, to deny reinstatement of student 09-30-163S.
Motion.
support,
I have a motion by Mrs. Delaney and support by Mr. Myers that we accept the recommendation of the committee to deny reinstatement of student 09-30-163S. Any discussion? Requires a roll call.
Mr. Honeycutt votes yes. Mr. Masters?
Excused.
Mr. Miller?
Votes yes.
Mr. Myers?
yes.
Wait,
Your question?
yeah, on the bottom of that, it says the panel voted 4-1 to deny.
It does say that.
So,
This is incorrect.
Let's say, I was on that one.
Yeah, the other one too is 5-0.
It was 5-0, me and Blaine were both on there, it was 5-0.
What?
I mean,
What
it does
number
say,
is this one?
it's the third one, it does say it at the top of the page, in the legal part of it, at the bottom of the second page, it shows that the panel voted 4-1 to deny.
But it was a 5-0 vote.
Yes, it was.
Can we just double check that to make sure that's correct, even though it's still a majority?
Yeah, it's still vote.
Both of the board members voted to deny, I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah, I voted to deny. It was 5-0.
All right, I'm good with that, I mean, as long as, just that bottom piece, I want to correct.
There's 3 of us here that on the committee. You count teacher president back here.
Oh, yeah. There were one, oh, there's 3.
thank you.
Let's
Well,
continue.
it's
It's just a typo.
Yeah, I came up with that, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Delaney,
Yes.
Mr. Zorn,
Is excused.
Mr. Riley.
Vote yes, that passes 5-0. Next item, please.
The Above mentioned review committee voted 5 yes, 0 no, for conditional reinstatement of student 10-07-161S.
Motion?
Support.
Motion by Mrs. Delaney, support by Mr. Myers, that we accept the recommendation of the committee to conditionally reinstate student 10-07-16-1S. Any discussion? Requires a roll call.
Mr. Honeycutt votes yes. Mr. Masters?
Excused.
Mr. Myers?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Delaney?
Yes, but if we could look at the two conditions again. There's only two conditions here, and it's not consistent with the other conditions.
Well, no, on this, I was on this one, and I know that one of the recommendations was not to recommend counseling. There was counseling.
Right, but it says remain in good standing.
Good standing,
and,
yes.
Return to homeschool, must be responsible to sort out credits, do extra, to catch up if necessary. So is that, has that been explained to the family what that catch up might
Yeah.
be?
Yes, that student was, student in very good standing and would like to be able to make this issue, so they've got to make sure that he has to take credit recoveries or whatever to get to that point. That's all. And that was talked about in the hearing.
And there's a question about CBLA.